Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and in this video we are going to study what are identifiers in Java. So let's get started. So what are identifiers? A name in Java program is called identifier and it can be used for identification purpose. It can be method name, class name, variable name or label name. So any name in Java program is known as identifier and it can be used for identification purpose. Now let us see practically what do we mean by identifiers. So let me add one statement in this program and let us see how many identifiers are there in this small program. So this is the smallest program that we can write, and let us see how many identifiers are there in this program. So take a minute and try to think how many identifiers are there in this program. Okay, so there are 5 identifiers in this program. Let us see them one by one. The first identifier is identifiers. Now this is a name of a class which we have made. So this is an identifier. The second identifier is main, which is a method. So since this is a name of a method, it is an identifier. The third identifier is string. Now string is an inbuilt class provided by Java library. So this is also an identifier since it is a name of class. The fourth identifier is args, which is the name of array which we have passed in as an argument in this main method. So this is also a name and hence it is an identifier. The last identifier used in this program is x. This is a variable of type int, and since this is a name of a variable, this is also an identifier. So in total there are 5 identifiers in this program. One is a class name, main is a method name, string is an inbuilt class name, args is method argument name, and x is a variable name. So we have understood what are identifiers. A name in Java program is known as identifier, and in this program there are 5 names. So in this program there are 5 identifiers. Now let us move on to rules that define identifiers. So there are total 6 rules that we need to take care while writing an identifier. The first rule is that the allowed characters in Java for identifiers are small a to z, capital A to z, 0 to 9, dollar and underscore. And we must take care that if we are using any other character apart from these characters, then we will get compile time error. So let us see how this can be used. So I am defining a variable with a name and we will see whether we are getting any compile time error or not. So I have written a name tomato, and this is a valid identifier since it uses only alphabets. Now let me define another variable. Let's say tiger123. Now tiger123 is using alphabets and numbers. So alphabets and numbers are valid and can be used in identifier. So it is a valid identifier. Now let me use another variable. Let's say CASH $%. Now this is giving a compile time error since I have used percentage and dollar. Now dollar is a valid character but percentage is not a valid character. So this is giving an error. If I remove this percentage, then this identifier becomes valid. Now let me add one more variable in this program with a name dollar underscore dollar underscore dollar underscore. Now this is a valid identifier since it is using only underscore and dollars. So we have understood that we can use only alphanumeric characters and dollar underscore. Apart from them, if we are using any other character, then we will get compile time error. Now let us move to the second rule. The second rule states that identifiers cannot start with digits. Now let us see practically that what happens when we use digits before an identifier. So let me write int 23 tiger. Now this is giving me an error because 23 is numeric digits and we cannot use digits before an alphabetic character. So this is giving an error. But if I write 23 after tiger, then there is no issue. Since we can use digits after alphanumeric characters but not before alphanumeric characters. So this rule is clear to us. Let us revise it. First rule said that we can use only capital A to Z, small a to Z, 0 to 9, dollar and underscore in a valid identifier. The next rule stated that we cannot use a digit in starting of a name of an identifier. So both rules are clear to us. Now let us proceed to the third rule. The third rule says that Java identifiers are case sensitive. And of course, Java language completely itself is treated as case sensitive programming language. So if we use three variables with same name, should it give an error? Yes, it should give an error. So let me write int number in caps and int number in mix of capital and small letters. So let us see whether any error comes or not. So no error is coming here and Java is taking it as a valid identifier. All three variables are valid. Now why? All three are same number and number. But why the compiler is not giving any error? Because Java is case sensitive. This number is different from this number and this number is different from this number for Java. Had it been that if I write int number again with same case, then the compiler will give error because the 13th row number is different from same as the number in 15th row. So the compiler has given this error. If I comment this statement, the error vanishes. So if we take two identifiers with same name and same case, then only the compiler will give error. Else the case matters, and if the case is different for two identifiers, then the Java identifies both of them as different. Now let us move to rule 4. Rule 4 says that there is no length limit for Java identifiers. But it is recommended or not, we will see. But as per the rule, there is no limit. So let us write a big identifier here and let us see whether there is any length limit or not. So I am writing int xxxxxxx, a long identifier. So we have written a beautiful identifier here. But what if someone or you want to use this identifier? So you will write system.out.println. This is a statement which prints the value of this variable. So if I initialize this variable to 10 and try to print, now we are lucky that we have copy paste option here. If we copy paste the name of this variable, then this will run fine and the program will give a proper output, that is 10. But is it looking good? Why do we need to write such a long identifier? Of course it is just a name, so we can write a short variable name. So it creates confusion when we create a long name identifier, and it is not at all required to make long identifiers. So we must avoid, and it is not a good programming practice when we make such a long lengthed identifiers. So this rule is clear to us that there is no length limit, but of course it is not recommended to take too lengthy identifiers. Now let us move to rule 5. Rule 5 is very simple. It says that we cannot use reserved words as identifiers. Now what are reserved words? Reserved words are keywords, and it is a different topic altogether. But if we use them in our identifier, then we will get a compile time error, because reserved words have their own meaning. Their meaning is known to the compiler. Now if the meaning is known to compiler and we are using the same name to define our identifiers, then of course the compiler will give an error, because compiler will get confused that whether you are using an identifier or you are using a keyword. So let me try to add. Now if is a keyword. When we will study keyword topic, we will see that if is a keyword, and if I use this keyword, then compiler will give me error. That syntax error on token if invalid variable declarator id. Why this error? Because if is an identifier, if is a keyword, and we cannot use keyword as an identifier, because compiler will get confused that we are using keyword or identifier. Similarly, we have other identifiers like public. If we are using public in our code, then again compiler will give error. Now if I write public in uppercase, will compiler give error? No, because public in all small case is a keyword, but public in capital letters is not a keyword, and Java is a case sensitive language, as we have seen earlier. So int uppercase public is not giving an error, but public and if are giving error, since they both are keywords. So keywords cannot be used as an identifier. Perfect. Now let us move to rule 6. Rule 6 says that all predefined Java class names and interface names we can use as identifiers. But even though it is valid, it is not a good programming practice, because it reduces readability and creates confusion. Now let us see practically what this rule means. Now we know that this string is a inbuilt class name which is provided by the Java library. But if I use this variable in my program as an identifier, will Java give an error? Let me check. If I write int string equals to 5678, compiler is not giving error, because as per the rule we can use inbuilt classes and interface names as identifier. Another example is if I use int runnable. Runnable is a name of predefined interface, and if I use it, again there is no error, because as per the rule we can use predefined class names and interface names in our programs. So perfect. But should we use it? Of course Java allow using these names, but it is not a good programming practice, because it creates confusion. We know that string is a predefined class name. Why we have to use the same name in our program? Of course we can give a different name. We do not need to give the same name as the predefined class name. Of course it is allowed by Java, but it is not a good programming practice. Now let us move to rule 7. So there are in total 6 rules that allows us to define identifier, and if an identifier follows all six rules, then it is a valid identifier. Now one assignment for you. On this screen there are 6 identifiers. You have to count how many identifiers are valid and you have to comment it in comment section. So you have to put a count of identifiers that are valid. So out of 6, how many identifiers are valid and how many identifiers are not valid. You have to put this in comment section. So to summarize this whole video, we have seen what are identifiers. Identifiers are name in Java program. There are 6 rules. The first rule is that we can use only alphabetic characters A to Z, small a to Z, capital A to Z, 0 to 9, dollar and underscore. The second rule said that we can use only alphanumeric characters and not digits in the starting of an identifier. Identifiers cannot start with digits. The third rule said that Java identifiers are case sensitive. Fourth rule said that there is no length limit for Java identifiers. Fifth rule said that we cannot use reserved words as identifiers. And the last rule was that we can use predefined Java class names and interface names in our identifiers. Now that we have understood, please go through these names and let me know in the comment section how many identifiers are valid. So this was all from my side. If you have any doubt, please put them in the comment section and you will get an answer. So thank you and happy learning.